Hello, good evening. I am at Kennedy Meadows North and I'm about to head out on my next trip. It's 7 p.m. right now and I'm going to do about a 40-mile loop in the Immigrant Wilderness. But I'm going to get a little head start tonight and camp up trail a little bit. So it's a beautiful evening, probably 68 degrees, or that's what it said in my car when I last left. So yeah, I've got about a mile and a half to get through the resort and then I'll be in the wilderness area. So excited to start my next trip. Oh yeah, it's July 5th, 2026. Also, I am breaking in a brand new pair of Ultra Olympus 6 shoes. Just wanted to note they will not be looking this clean for very long, but for now they're clean. And I've never tried this model before, so we'll see how they go. So far they feel nice and cozy and cushy. I'm just doing my little road walk. Here's the store at Kennedy Meadows. And I'm gonna keep going. Okay, look at that. That's Levitt Peak, and it is 6,000 feet above from where I'm at. It's at like 11,300 and I'm at 6,300 feet. So pretty dramatic. Beautiful. Made it to the wilderness boundary. Let's see. I'm up here and then I'm gonna go this way. Guess they don't mark the trail, but there's a trail. And then either come around this way or I might go around that way and then back down to there. Crossing the Middle Fork, I think, Stanislaus River on this picturesque bridge with the mountains above. This is where the Middle Fork Stanislaus River meets with Kennedy Creek and Canyon Creek, I think it's called. This is where they join and then it forms the Middle Fork. I'm going to be going up the Kennedy Creek Canyon shortly. What a gorgeous evening. This Sierra Juniper perfectly frames the Kennedy Creek Falls. Another fantastic falls while I'm crossing this bridge. Okay, I made it to my camp. Set up right there. They have amazing views. It's a beautiful evening. Yeah. Okie dokie, I got it pitched. I had to use a rock over here because there's very shallow soil, but got it up. Good enough. There's not even that many mosquitoes, so it's not a huge deal. And it's a calm, beautiful evening. Look at that sunset.
Good morning from my camp. It's 6 a.m. and I am getting ready to get up. It was a nice night last night. There's a little condensation inside my tent, but not too bad, and it cooled down nicely. You can see the condensation a little bit. You can also see some nice views. Good morning. I'm just about to head out for my camp. I laid in bed and relaxed for a while. It was chilly and I'm not a morning person, so that was fine. But I'm heading out now and we'll see how far I get. Thank you, water. So beautiful. Another lovely bridge crossing beautiful water. This is Kennedy Creek. Little marmots over here. Look at them. They're little babies. Oh my goodness, so cute. Hi, marmot friend. Hi. I'm not trying to bug you. I'm just walking by. Right by the trail. Oh, hi, Annie. Hi, baby. Yes, you're very sweet. I hope you have a good life under this Sierra Juniper. Look, there's a little baby. Hi. Hi, cuties. Glad you're here. First views up in the back of the canyon. My route is going to take me back up there. I could go up to that one maybe. I think that's Big Sam. I'm going to see what the snow's like, but this is a pretty spectacular valley. These peaks are up at like upper 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet. And I'm at 7,800 feet, so pretty big elevation gains. So I believe that's Levitt Peak, which is 11,500 feet high. And the Pacific Crest Trail goes along the top of that ridge. What a beautiful valley. There's even a waterfall up here. There. Now I'll be walking through a little bit of water. It's a cool cabin right below Levitt Peak. Looks like you can't go in, but beautiful. Just walking through this meadow wetland. Have to watch my step. There's a lot of boggy areas, but beautiful views. That's where I'm headed. Gonna go up there. Ooh, boggy. But beautiful. Okay, I got off trail and ended up going through a bunch of that marsh. Got my feet soaked, but came back up to the real trail, but my new shoes are no longer clean. They're very muddy and dirty. But it's all right. I'm approaching Kennedy Lake, which is at the end or the top of Kennedy Lake is where I start a really, really steep climb. But here we go, back on trail. Kennedy Lake. So you can see the trail. Can't quite, oh yeah, I think it's in the middle of that frame there. So I'll be going up that way. Okay, starting my climb. Mountain in the middle is Big Sam, which I might be going over. I'm gonna see what it's like up there. I'll at least be going over to the left and then maybe around, or I might just go right over. So the faint has already been getting, the trail has been getting faint, but hopefully I can follow it up. There's a waterfall up there. I've come up this steep, steep slope, just little switchbacks. But every bit up means better views, so that's great. Making my way up this valley. The trail has been very faint, so I've been using my map, Gaia GPS map a lot, which has been helpful. Oh look, a little sundog there, that's cool. But yeah, making my way. It's a little less faint right here, but to pay attention. So beautiful. I'm gonna get water here, this creek, and then I think the trail goes up that way, but I think I can just, it's only like maybe a quarter mile that way to connect with the Pacific Crest Trail, so I'm gonna wander that way, I think. But first, water. Mosquitoes are out a little bit here. Okay. Yay, thank you, special, beautiful mountain water. So I'm opted not to go over Big Sam, that's Big Sam. When I look at it, I think the trail crosses that snowfield and I do not want to do that. So since I'm by myself, I just, I want to take a more comfortable route instead of this high mountain traverse. The trail has already been really faint and I just don't, I'd prefer to take something a little bit more traveled, although right now I'm totally off trail, but I think the Pacific Crest Trail meets right at the top of this saddle, so should be good to go. Just a little more climbing, and then I have a bit of a descent to Walker River, and then back up to get to the other side over by Immigrant Pass. I don't know if you can see that haze of purple. There's a bunch of flowers, beautiful wildflowers all through here. I'm right at the saddle, and I can see the Pacific Crest Trail right there. So I made it. Yeah, otherwise the trail would have had to take me down to that creek, up to where that snow is, and then all the way around the basin and back this way. So it's been easy terrain, just like gravelly open with wildflowers. So yeah, I'm glad I chose that. Probably saved a mile and a half. All right, made it to the PCT. I'm gonna go south for a little bit. What did it say? Immigrant Pass. Yeah, the way is Immigrant Pass, but I'm gonna take the longer way around. Yeah, instead of the scary, snowy, shorter way around. Because I don't even know what the snow's like on the other side. Might be more snowfields, so. This will be my journey, and that's fine. I've been getting little glimpses of Yosemite. I guess I might technically be in Yosemite, but yeah, some cool peaks. Still on the PCT. Smooth sailing. Okay, across the bridge. Felt fine. Looks crazy. This is the West Fork Carson River, and soon I'll be coming off down, or taking a trail off of the Pacific Crest Trail and heading up this drainage. So I came from up there where the peaks are, and then I'll be going back up. If it wasn't so mosquito-y, that would be an amazing spot to jump in. But I'm getting swarmed. So I'm continuing on. But beautiful, beautiful Walker River. Making my way up towards Immigrant Pass along West Fork Walker River. Oh, that breeze is good. It's been so mosquito-y. I'll take a breeze any day over the mosquitoes, but making my way. I've got maybe another 2 miles to get to the pass, and then I'll see how far I want to go after that. Hello. I've stopped for my dinner time. I found a sort of less mosquito-y spot. There's a breeze here. Really good views. Having the noodle dream for dinner. I also added some bone broth powder and olive oil. And I'm just waiting for it to cook. But yeah, I'm less than 2 miles up from Immigrant Pass, and I might go a little bit beyond that, but I've gone, a little over 16 miles so far. So maybe like an 18-ish mile day, but a lot of it was off trail, or like some of it was off trail and not very good marked trail, so it was a little slower going, but it's been beautiful. Sundog around the sun. Very cool. Yet again, the trail has disappeared, but I'm just trying to follow the track on the GPS or on my maps. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going that way, but trying to avoid bogs. So, but sure is really beautiful. I love this volcanic peak ahead. There's lots of different colors in it. I'm at like 9,600 feet elevation. It's very cool. Alright, I think I made it. This is called Grizzly Peak. I'm at Immigrant Pass. Still don't see a trail, but this seems like it should be right, so. I love this red rock. It's almost like a quartzite. Yeah, so cool. Okay, found a marker. Look at that Grizzly Peak. 9,653 feet. And I think I'm going that way. Beautiful evening. So this is the divide where the waters part either into the Great Basin via the West Walker River or down into the Pacific Ocean via Stanislaus River, which runs into the San Joaquin, which runs into the San Francisco Bay. So sending lots of love to these headwaters. May your water be clean and clear and support a lot of good life. Can't get enough of these views into the Yosemite backcountry. Grizzly Peak right there. All right, coming over the crest at about 9,800 feet. It's lower, middle Immigrant Lake. Heading down. Okay, finally found a camp spot. I'm right by Immigrant Meadow Lake over here. Oh, the sun's just been beating in my eyes for the last hour or so, but finally got a nice spot. I did almost 19.5 miles today. It was a solid day. So beautiful. All right, I'm gonna set up for camp because it's like 8 o'clock and the sun's going down soon. But it's so beautiful. Hello, good evening. Yeah, I'm just about to go to sleep. You can see mosquitoes are all around. Oh, that was a big day. 19.5 miles, and a lot of it was very faint trail or no trail and nice and steep. I think I did like 6,000 feet of climbing. So that was a solid effort. This area is just so beautiful. I love it so much. Lots of great wildflowers. The weather was great. I'm tired now, of course. And I forgot to get my sleeping bag out because it got a little bit condensation-y damp last night. And so it's still a little damp. I think it'll be okay. Hopefully it won't be too cold. Might get more condensation tonight because I don't have a ton of tree cover. I have like one little Jeffrey pine over there. But yeah, great day. I only have maybe 12, 13, maybe 14 miles to get out tomorrow, and that's fine because I have a 4-hour drive. So felt like really good training, beautiful experience, so happy about it. and I'm going to sleep. Good morning. As you can see, the sun is right there. It is about 6:45 in the morning. I'm probably gonna start getting up soon. I slept really well. It was very quiet up here. The stars are amazing. I saw some shooting stars last night. It was calm. And yeah, that was really good. I don't know what else to say, but there's something special about camping up above 9,000 feet. So, all right. Good morning. This is my view for breakfast this morning. This is Immigrant Meadow Lake and Immigrant Meadow. I camped right behind those trees. Oh, so nice. Okie dokie. It is 7:45 in the morning and I am heading out for the day. Going towards the meadow. Let's get going. The squishy boggies are starting off right away. I'm gonna try and go around. But meadow life, squishy boggy. You can see the trail up there. It's probably one of my last little climbs. And I love the contact between this extrusive volcanic and granite over here. Very dramatic. Approaching Brown Bear Pass, and I just want to appreciate this slope filled with gilias. They're like a peachy gilia. I know I'm a scarlet gilia, but these are a little bit lighter than a scarlet. But beautiful slope, and my last pass. I'm loving this pinky, I think this is a pinky granite on that side, and then this side looks more like a extrusive rhyolite. I'm not sure if they were from the same era. I think the granite was formed about 80 million years ago, but I'm not sure about this volcanic, if it's later or earlier. Probably later, if anything. But here we go, almost to the top of the pass. All right, Brown Bear Pass, here we are. There's our few scarlet gilias. And goodbye, Immigrant Valley, Meadow, Grizzly Peak, Yosemite. So cool. I love these ringed patterns on this granite. It's probably from iron moving through the granite as the granite's saturated with water, and then the iron dissolves and then solidifies along either weak points or less dense points in the rock. Super cool. Do you see the difference in the rock color? This grayish purple blue, and then the more golden white. That's a granite, and this is a rhyolite volcanic of some kind. And the contact between the two is right along the creek. This is Summit Creek. I'm enjoying watching that, seeing the different rock types throughout this canyon. Hello. I'm taking a little break. Got my legs up the tree. It's my favorite Sierra Juniper. I'm almost 8 miles in for the day. Feeling all the distance I've gone. It's getting a little warm. I'm back on trails that are heavily traveled by horses, making it very loose and dusty. So that's fun to traverse. But there is a crew of the Eastern Sierra Conservation Corps out doing trail work, so thanks to them for doing all the trail work. I have another, I think like 4.5, 5 miles to get to my car. And I'm gonna enjoy it until I get down there. I also wanted to mention that the mosquitoes are gone. I think I'm below where they're currently hatching. I think higher up in elevation they're going off right now. So I'm hopeful that by July 20th they'll stop being crazy at even higher elevations in the Sierra. But we'll see. Oh, sorry. Okay, also, I don't think I talked about my hiking outfit. So I have this thin long skirt that I wear, and it's the reason I wear it, there's many reasons, but one of them is it helps keep the sun off. That's a big one, without having to keep on reapplying sunscreen. Another reason is it helps to, when I'm going through really brushy areas, it protects my legs. So it's basically like pants, and why you would wear pants, except it has way more airflow and it looks a little more fun. And it actually is really good, better than like a legging or a tighter pant at keeping mosquitoes off too, because it's baggier and offers more air. So I got this at a thrift store a couple years ago or last year, and I love it. Wear it all the time. Look at this view. Amazing. So up there it's called the Granite Dome. Very unoriginal name, but it's over 10,000 feet. I don't know the name of this one, but it's neat and rhyolite volcanic. And then Relief Reservoir. And I'm hiding in the shade of this Utah or Sierra Juniper tree. So pretty. It's really baking hot. So nice to take a break and enjoy the views. This is pretty epic. Made it back to the parking area. My trip is coming to a close. I hiked about 40 miles, 2.5 Sunday night, and then about 19.5 on Monday, and then the remainder today. So, really great trip in the Immigrant Wilderness.